weeks in our final month. We're underway in Week 14. Now here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me was on Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LREs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
I'm going to run you over. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
First down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Rip right. 48 the mic. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And a Raven 1st down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
The ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
48 to Mike. He can't hang.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Mike 48. Hey, tight.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Browns nothing.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
They'll run here with Dobbins, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Ravens 10, Browns nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Mayfield on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's another Browns first down. First and goal at the 40.
Mayfield with it once more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Browns 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Makes the score.
Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Landry the intended target, but it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On second down, Mayfield again. Drops it off for Chubb. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now a man in his 2nd season in purple and black. It's Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On second down, it's Ingram, and he'll get it down here to the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Griffin. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front, and he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Ravens 24, Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action. Griffin. Caught by Snead over the middle. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The Raven first down.
On first down, Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd down, Griffin. Then he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Brought down at the 30-yard
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Another run here with Dobbins. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Griffin.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Snags it for the pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Griffin. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now an even 30.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Ravens.
Now it's Griffin. Pass incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, 33 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
47, Browns 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's good.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down and goal to go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. On 1st down, Dobbins. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some range and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I did it? How I did it? Yeah. Spent the whole half. Had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was major, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash?